it's Margaret, and I am here to share with you my weekly sales update. It's going to be a short one. Not many of you know, but some of you may know, my son has had some medical stuff. We won't really go into it, but this week has been spent, going to specialists, and then he had surgery on Friday and has been in recovery. He's actually still home. This aspect of what's been going on has not really been going on. I haven't been listing that much I took a bunch of pictures before his surgery the day before and thought, I'm going to get them listed, while he's recuperating. Yeah, right. So anyway, let me just put it this way. This is one of those weeks that I am glad that I cross list because I didn't have any sales on eBay this week. Not one. All of my sales were on Etsy. So, like I said, I am really glad that I cross-post things because otherwise the profit this week would be zero. So here we have got one of the accordion hooks that I like to pick up because usually you can pick them up for $1 or $2. And when they sell, with shipping and everything, you can make a pretty good profit off of them. So this particular one I picked up, and you can see it's not in great condition. It's got discolorations. There's nail holes, which I put down in here. Overall good condition. There's a hole in one of the pegs. There are discolorations in the wood, and the pegs in the photo, whatever. So I make sure to put all of that in there. Okay, I don't remember where I stopped. So anyway, this one I picked up for $2. It sold for $24.99. I charged $8 shipping, which ended up not being quite enough, which happens rarely nowadays, but it used to happen more frequently. But the shipping ended up being $8.26, so I kind of fudged on that a little bit, messed up. So my profit there was still $20.42, which is not too bad. And the way I ship these, I get the priority mail, like the shoebox ones, and then I cut one of them down because it's long enough to fit inside of that, and then I kind of cut one and Frankenbox it, tape it together so it's good and sturdy like that. That's how I do it. If you have a better way, let me know because I will take it. That would be awesome. But this was a pretty long one too. So that's one thing that sold this week. Next are these cast iron cows that I remember when I got them, I was like, I can't believe I'm paying this much for these cows. But they were really cute and heavy. I paid $6 for these. I think I periscoped that haul, and Sean over at Cool Toads was in that periscope was like, I can't believe you spent that much either because I don't like to spend a lot. Just the way I do it. I don't know. Anyway, but it sold for $36.99, and after shipping and fees, I profited $31.97. So that was a good return on investment. Next up is this pink Wedgwood style switch plate. And I actually had somebody send me a best offer on eBay. I had this up on eBay. And this sold for $21.99. And they sent me a message saying, this is not Wedgwood. I'm offering you like $9 or something like that. And I said, yes, I understand. It's not Wedgwood. I put in the description that it's Wedgwood style, and I'd put down there that it's not actual Wedgwood, and then they just kept saying, but it's not Wedgwood. So kept trying to argue with me. And I'm like, you know what? It's still awesome. Somebody's still going to love it. It's still pretty. Maybe it's not actually Wedgwood, but hey. So over here on Etsy, somebody thought it was as awesome as I did, and they spent $21.99 on it. After shipping and fees, my net was $20.70. And this is an item that was my grandmother's. She liked pink a lot. So that was pretty. And then this, I couldn't believe the deal I got on these. Excuse me. I bought this and this aviator type helmet. I'll see if I can find it for you. Together at a garage sale. And the guy charged me $4 for the both of them, which was just amazing. I was like, yes, of course. They're these vintage goggles. And I couldn't quite tell if they're riding goggles, they're aviator type goggles, that these cool holes in the side. But anyway, these ones, because I spent $4 on both of those, this was $2. And I sold it for $79.99. And there were definitely goggles similar that were less, and there were some that were more. But you just kind of have to, I mean, there's that whole, what do you price at? And for some things I price high. I mean, these were just so awesome, and I couldn't find any exactly like them. So I went high. You know, you can always bring it down. Don't you hate it when you list it and then you're like, it sells super fast. You're like, man, I didn't list it for high enough, you know. So that would have killed me on this one. So this one, so after shipping and fees and everything, I net $73.63. And that's it. Those are my sales. Let me show you real quick the cap that it came with, because it was really cool. And I thought about lotting them together, and now I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it may have taken longer for them to sell. And come on, okay, I'm going to search for it. Hat. There it is. So it's like this motorcycle, you know, type riding hat. It's leather, and it's kind of disintegrating. It's in rough shape, but it's just really, the detailing on it is really cool. The snaps, and then this earpieces have this little mesh in them. This is another one. Yeah, I went high on this one because I couldn't find one exactly like it. What throws me is this brim. So I'm like, it's not like aviator because it's got that brim. I don't know. So I just kind of threw all the keywords I could think of in there. But yeah, again, this is one that I couldn't find exactly like. And the guy was German, so he made it sound like they came with him from Germany. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'll show you the numbers, and then I'm going to show you something I don't normally show you. So here we go. For the 4 things that sold this week, I spent $10. And the profit after shipping and fees and everything was $146.09, which is still really good for only selling 4 items. My goal, you know, is at least $200 a week on eBay and Etsy. But I had some big ticket items sell that really saved the day. But I thought I would go ahead and show you. I don't really talk much about my Amazon sales because I don't. Because I just don't. So I had 3 things sell on Amazon this week, and I haven't sent in a shipment in a really long time, so I'm just grateful for anything that's coming in. So the things that sold were the Smurfs. It was like a plush Gargamel, and you know, squeeze him or whatever, and he talks and he says rude things. Another one was like I think this was like a nurse's manual, and then this is a Corgi fire department, you know, truck. And I wanted to show you what they sold for, but if you pull, you know, if you click on these, it shows you the person's information that actually bought them. So I took screenshots. I'm hiding. You can see my head here. Okay, so I'm going to pop up the screenshots. There we go. So you can see what they sold for. Now, this does not mean that this is what I'm getting, because you know how Amazon works. So I just take it as like, I'm going to get half of that maybe. Excuse me. See, so here's the Smurf Gargamel. He sold for $25, and these are all FBA, sent in to Fulfilled by Amazon. This was the nurse book, and it sold for $39.99, and then also the Corgi fire department sold for $39.99. And that I got it Tuesday morning. If you have Tuesday morning near you, sometimes check it out, because the fire trucks that I got were on clearance at Tuesday morning. So that was cool. So that's it, you know, so I might get a little extra boost, you know, there. What was that? If I get half, because their fees and stuff are, so what's that, 20, 40, you know, $55. So, I mean, if you count that, then I made my $200, about, almost. But I don't know, you know, you just have those weeks. You just do. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Keep your chins up if you're having a slow week as well. Check out my blog. I've got it up and running down below. It's TexasGalTreasures.com. And make sure to go out, make it a great week, and enjoy yourselves. And I will talk to you later. Bye, you guys.